Today I will be showing you how to make egg chicken rolls that will be loved by all. And whenever it comes to Bumbi, it is usually the easy way of approaching any recipe. Call it a roll or a wrap, they are very delicious. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. I have taken boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I have cut into bite-sized pieces. You can also use chicken breast. Next goes the aromatics, a teaspoon of finely grated ginger and 2 teaspoons of finely grated garlic. Then half a teaspoon of salt. Next is spice time. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a heaped teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder. You can also use paprika in place of chilli powder. Then half a teaspoon of garam masala powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, about a teaspoon of lemon juice, 4 tablespoons of plain unflavored yogurt, and finally 2 teaspoons of oil. Mix everything very well. Now my friends, today occasionally my voice may sound raspy. I don't know what's happening, it was all okay, but it's happening when I'm doing voiceover, so please bear with me today. Marinate this for a minimum of half an hour. If you plan on marinating for over an hour, then please keep it in the refrigerator. But remember to take it out from the refrigerator about 15 minutes before starting to cook. In the meanwhile, I like to prep the onions. These will be going in the wraps. You can use white or yellow onions as well. Then I like adding a good amount of chopped green chillies. Squeeze about 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice and give it a good mix. Keep this in the refrigerator and bring it out just before assembling the wraps. Now let's start cooking the chicken. Pan on medium heat with 2 tablespoons of oil. Sliced onions are the first ones to enter the pan. Add about a fourth of a teaspoon of salt and fry the onions on medium heat. You do not want them to brown up too much. When they start looking pale and become little soft, add the marinated chicken. Spread out the chicken so that each piece gets that maximum heat from the pan. Keep it like this on high heat for a few minutes. Try using a flat wide skillet like this because today we are not looking for any gravy. We want the chicken to get fried. After a few minutes, give a stir and again lay out the chicken in a single layer for a few more minutes. I like adding a teaspoon of sugar at this point, but it is totally optional. When you see this dry kind of look, put a cover on and let it get cooked on medium-low heat. Now my friends, come back to it from time to time and give a stir to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan. Some of you tell me to mention the time taken for the chicken to get cooked. I would say please do not stick to the exact time that I mention, because it is bound to vary. Cooking time varies depending on the size of the meat, the vessel you are cooking in, the heat intensity of your stove, or the water content in the meat, and there are multiple factors that come into play. Like for this recipe, it took me about 20 minutes for the chicken to get soft, but it may not be the same for you. When you see you can easily break a piece with your spoon, that is when your chicken has got cooked. I like tearing a few mint leaves. You can use any herb of your choice. Since a lot of mint is growing in my pot, I felt like using mint today. My chicken is done. I like adding a teaspoon of chaat masala to get that beautiful flavor, but it is totally optional. In fact, you can add any seasonings of your choice in this. I sometimes also add taco seasoning. Sometimes I add curry powder. Add whatever you like. That's the fun when it comes to cooking. Let's now move on to the next step of this recipe. You need an egg for each wrap. Add a little bit of salt and a few chopped green chillies and beat the egg very well. Heat a pan on medium heat. I am using tortilla for this recipe. Warm the tortilla on both the sides. Then add a little bit of oil all around. I like to fry the tortillas a little bit. Then add the egg on top of the tortilla and spread it out. Then flip. Again add few drops of oil around and fry. So the first one is all done. Okay, all the tortillas are now ready for the party. Now let's start to assemble. First place the egg tortilla on your work surface, followed by a good amount of chicken. I like adding tomato ketchup and green chili sauce, but you can add any sauce of your preference. My husband likes adding chipotle and avocado sauce. You can even drizzle some yogurt or green chutney. Add the sliced onions and green chili that you had prepped earlier. I also sprinkle some chaat masala. And my friends, please do not be stingy when adding sauce. The more sauce you add, the juicier it will taste. So no stingy pingy here. Though I like it with tomato ketchup, my husband and son feel that ketchup doesn't go well at all. But I like it. Let me know in the comment section what sauce you added. You can make this for breakfast, lunch or dinner. You can take it in your lunch box. And my friends, kids will love having this. You can also prepare the chicken the day before you plan on making this. Just heat it up very well before wrapping them. Please try this recipe and send me your feedback. And my friends, please do not forget to like and share this video so that more people can try this recipe. Bye bye.